Hey loves, welcome to another interesting episode of Love, Passion, and all of that good stuff that I bring to you. My name is Jane Lawrence, and on today's episode, I will be teaching you ladies how to snatch your husband's soul by teasing his joystick. It's not all the time going straight to the joystick. It's not all the time going straight into the main course of meal, right? Sometimes you've got to give him dessert and hold off on the main juicy event. As a matter of fact, sometimes there are no main course, just dessert to tickle his senses. This is what I call passionate torture. Now, first off, you've got to do something. You've got to take charge tonight, ladies. Pick up that crown and be that queen of the night. Take sovereignty over his entire being. Let him remember who actually is the boss of him, who he answers to. Because listen to me, a woman who knows what she wants in bed, a woman who knows how to take control in a bedroom is the sexy woman. She's one who knows how to snatch her husband's soul. She's one who knows how to hold him spellbound, yet she doesn't misuse the power or the control she has over him. I needed to put this out because when women know how much control they have over a man, they tend to use it in such a way that is evil to manipulate the man. All right, well, back to our lessons for tonight. So tell him what you want to do, but today I'm going to give you what I like for you to do to him. All right, do all you can to set the atmosphere right. Clean shits, dim the lights, get the right kind of music to set the mood on, and make him lay in bed with nothing on except his skin. And if you can restrain him in bed so that he doesn't have to lay a finger on you, the better. But if you can't, then give him a strict instruction not to touch one single hair on your skin. And if he does touch you by mistake, even by mistake, you will extend his punishment further unless you say otherwise. Now let me tell you what this punishment is all about. You're going to tease this joystick like never before, bring him to the edge of climax, but you're not going to make him come, especially inside of you, even with a single thrust. If he agrees to this, then this is what you must do. Lay him in bed. Let him see you strip tease. Remember, men are visual creatures, all right? And they get a rise when they see the body of their women in their full glory. No matter the shape, no matter the size, no matter the state it is in, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you've given birth or you're stretched out with stretch marks. When a man loves you and he's crazy about your very existence in his life, your flaws don't matter, and he needs you to convey that confidence too in yourself, okay? He needs you to convey that through the things that you do. Your action, your stance, your attitude, all of that good stuff that makes you a confident woman. All right. Enough of that pep talk tonight. Now keep a lamp on so that he could watch you undressed while you put on a striptease show. And make sure that you look like you're enjoying his attention, because that will certainly turn him on and get him close to the edge. Do you know what you do when you're in that mood, right? Don't just stand there. Run your hands through your body while he's watching you. You can even oil up slowly to give your body that shimmer as the dim light reflects on you. Trust me, the picture of you will heighten his senses and increase his anticipation, with his heart beating vigorously against his chest. Now, please don't forget to ask him silly questions like, how badly do you want me? Dirty talk him. I showed you how to dirty talk a man, right? So go straight to my video. I'm going to link it up here. And after doing all of these preambles, you can now move to the bed and blindfold him. Look, in the art of love torturing, cutting off one of the 6 senses, especially the eyesight, is very powerful in the sense that the body tries to heighten other senses like the smell, vision, hearing, or the skin's response to external factors like touch. Just like in the case of the blind. I tell you, the body is just a miracle. I wonder how God created it. So blindfolding him will keep the interest in the act at its peak And secondly, it will enhance all other senses to feel the pure pleasure that you bring to him by just the sense of touch, smell, and naughty sounds. Then you could do all of the crazy stuff that I have been teaching you on here. I have taught you a lot in the past because I don't want to repeat any of them here. I hate to be repetitive. So I have taught you a great deal of things that you could do to your man's body. And I'm sure by now you should have been a pro if you followed through all of the things that I have taught you. Now this is where I want to lay emphasis on, and I would try as much as possible to be very decent and discreet. You know, I've got to follow the community guideline properly so that I don't get overboard. Now get a lot of lube because you'll be needing a lot of it. With your man laid on the bed, spread out for you, nothing but his skin, and of course blindfolded. I needed to put that out. Put some of that lube in your hand and grab the joystick, then stroke loosely and slowly. Remember, the intention is to heighten his senses slowly, but not make him arrive at his destination. All right? So slowly stroke through the shaft to the cap. Sometimes you can, maybe alternate the pressure of your hands. And you could decide to use the method that I taught you in a video that I did on how to stroke your man's joystick. I did that video last year, all right? And I think it's currently it's about to go viral. But I must tell you that the goal is never to make him arrive anytime soon. So make sure that he doesn't get used to one method of hand strokes. Be very creative. Always remember, as women, we have to be very creative when we want to please our men. Occasionally talk dirty to him in the softest of ways, but not too much, all right? Because you don't want to distract him from the sensation that he is feeling. You don't want to overdo your talking. Ladies, if you haven't used the power of your voice to seduce your man in the bedroom, I call it the bedroom voice, then you're not doing justice. Every woman must have a bedroom voice. That's a part of an asset that every seductress should embody. Not every time strong voice, loud voice, sharp voice. Be soft. Be soft, my sisters. Now, while stroking loosely, don't forget the balls. We oftentimes neglect the balls. Don't forget it, baby. Don't forget the nips as well. But please don't get your hands off his stick. And if you think that he's about to fall off the edge with mad sensation, because with all of the strokes that you're going to give to him, different sensation, different hand techniques, he's going to be making sounds that will make you realize that he's feeling it. That's if your man is vocal. I wonder why men can't be vocal. And I want to use this opportunity to tell you men, women love you being vocal. So be vocal. Do you get what I mean? Be vocal. We want to hear you make sound. We want to hear you scream our names just like we do to you. So when you see that he's about to get to the edge, you've brought him to the edge, he's about to fall, don't let him fall. Don't let him come. Stop the stroke immediately and wait for him to regain his mind. Then resume whatever you're doing to make him crazy. Then get on the bed and on top of him and allow the cap of his joystick to just glide through your powerhouse down to the juicy pot, to the opening of the juicy pot. Don't allow his joystick get into your juicy pot, all right? So just move along the cap back and forth, allowing it slide or glide through the wetness and warmth of your outer assets, like the powerhouse, the juicy pot, and all of that stuff. Let him hear the sound of the wetness. Of course, we can all attest to what that sound does to our senses, to our minds, the kind of sound, you know? Then you can occasionally just tease the cap with the opening of the juicy pot as though you want the joystick to go in, but you make it glide over, away from it. All right? Do you get what I mean? I think some of you would have to listen to this video or watch this video again the second time to understand what I'm truly saying. So you can make it glide through from the powerhouse to the juicy pot. You're teasing the cap. You're teasing the cap. You're teasing the cap. Do you get what I mean? And then you can let the joystick rest between the butt cheeks, right? And then you reach out with your fingers, this 2 fingers, and place it on his frenulum and caress the frenulum. Do you get? Just caress the frenulum like this. Caress the frenulum like this, just like he would do when he's caressing the powerhouse. So while the joystick is still between the, cheeks, now that's when you start to straddle the joystick along with those cheeks. Along with the cheeks. It's in between the cheeks, right? But you're straddling. It's not entering anywhere. You're just straddling. So the joystick is just in between. I'm sorry I failed to tell you that all along that you've been on top of him, you're going to be in a cowgirl position. Then to torture him further, when you're straddling once or twice or thrice, you could occasionally slam his joystick into your juicy part so that he could feel the warmth and wetness of it. Then you could take his joystick out and repeat all of that crazy stuff that comes to your head, and make sure to hold off the tendency for him to come. All right? As long as you can. Make sure he doesn't come. Trust me, when you keep on bringing him to the edge and, not letting him come, trust me, he will cry real tears. Real man tears, because you're taking him to the edge with all of those things that you're doing, and you just won't allow him spill. He's helpless because he's been restrained to the bed, or you've ordered him not to touch you. So if you feel like you've teased him way too long, then you could finish him off with crazy slams all the way in and out. Slamming through his stick, giving him all of the crazy twerks that you could. If you could twerk on it, please do twerk on it. Now that's how you tease your man's joystick. And trust me, he will be totally exhausted because of the edging methods you've been performing on him. And do this when it's the weekend, when he's not going to work, because trust me, he will be super exhausted. He'll be super exhausted, and you will have me to thank later, okay? I hope I added something to your bedroom skills tonight. So go on, ladies. Go exude your feminine prowesses. So go on, ladies. So go on, ladies. Go exude your feminine prowesses. Go kill your husband with mad pleasure. Until next video, stay blessed and be informed.